would
And
say.
don't forget to pay your meter either. 3 tickets, 1 month, I kid you not.
I just got my first one.
Oh my god.
We should make a club. Listen. This is what I would tell you. Okay? When you go in a room for an audition, you have to have already done extreme amounts of work. You have to know your stuff first. Those people are there, they've been there for hours and hours and hours. You're the only person that can make what you do shine. It's like an artist with music. Every artist is going to read a piece of music differently and play it differently. You see Bach, Beethoven, Mozart, all the people. It's your job as an actress to decipher this code and bring it in shine in your own way and make it original. And remember, your time when you're in there is your time. You know what I mean? And then when you're done, leave. They're not there to be your friend. I've lost auditions because I went there and I was like, oh hi, I'm Chester, ba-da-da. And then they're like, he's too nice, he must be fake. See, that blows my mind. But the thing is, you can do it. You can make your dreams happen. It's all about taking your space, taking your time, and empowering your moment with truth. As long as it's the truth, then it doesn't matter what you say. You could go in there and read a freaking phone book and book a job, as long as you meant it. I've seen it happen.
Yeah, and regardless of what's happening like outside, like with your meter and your parallel parking and the ticket and the tow guy, go into the room and own the room for as long as you're in there and worry about the other stuff later. Because that all is just normal stuff that's gonna happen to you on the reg, right? But you only get maybe 5 to 10 minutes in this room, so own that time, it's yours. And when they say thank you at the end of an audition, say you're welcome because you took the time to be there. That was your audition. You're not getting paid to be there. They are. Right? So own it.
Thank you. Another bit of a trade craft. Directors and casting directors will always allude to, well, I haven't found what I'm looking for, as if they know what it is, when in fact, no. They're waiting for somebody to come on in and do something that the rest of the table is, see, that's what I've been looking for all this time.
Right.
See, I told you.
Yeah, exactly. I told you that's it. Why didn't I see him first?
I love it.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi. You look very familiar.
Yes, we know you. Okay, so my question is, if one of you two could collab with any actor or actress, who would it be and why?
A collab, like if we could work with any actor or actress?
Yes.
For me, it would be Keanu Reeves. I love Keanu Reeves not only as an actor and an entertainer, but as a person. And I love how he has such a big heart. And I've already worked with Hugh Jackman, so I can't say. So no, it's it's him and Keanu Reeves have always been people that I've wanted to work with because they're good people. You watch their movies because you like them. You like them, and they're good films, and I connect with them. So that's what I would say.
I'm at a crossroads. Can I say two?
It can be actor and actress.
They're both actors, believe it or not. I mean, I love like Meryl Streep. I feel like that's a given. Like if I could just like spend 48 hours and absorb all of her talent, I would. But as far as like working with somebody, I feel like I would really like to work with Tim Roth, who I love. I'm a big Quentin Tarantino fan. You wouldn't peg me for that, but it's true. And I also really love Jared Leto. So I think he has really brilliant taste in films and what he does. And I really respect his work. I'm not a huge fan of his music, but as far as TV, I would definitely work with him.
Very nice.
And director-wise, I would love to work with Guillermo del Toro. Guillermo del Toro, I want to work with you. Okay.
We're live feeding. Some of you might be watching it too while you're here.
Oh yeah, we're streaming it live, so if you guys want to follow us, What's your
Oh
handle?
yeah, my handle is at Chelsea Talmadge. It's just my name. It's very simple and straight to the point.
And mine is Chester Rushing. So we're living it right now.
Yeah, we're living.
I bumped into Leto at New York Comic Con 2 years ago.
Oh really?
When he was walking around incognito with a big crazy mask on so nobody recognized him. This is right after the Joker and everything had just dropped.
Oh
and
yeah,
stuff.
yeah, yeah.
And I walked up to him and I think he thought that I recognized him, but I was enamored by the mask. And I was like, oh, that's a great detail on the mask, man. What
Yeah.
character is that? And he was like,
He's like Johnny Depp in it.
pretty much. Yeah.
That's what Johnny Depp does in LA. He actually goes out, he has like this full, he goes out as like an Asian man.
Wow.
Yeah, full like prosthetic and everything, just to go out in public. I've seen him a couple
Long
times
way
in
from
Terminal, so I'm like,
celebrities, movie stars. Oh, they're wearing sunglasses. That must be a celebrity.
yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. Hey, what's
Hey,
up?
boss.
I'm back.
We're glad to have you.
My question is, how many times have y'all binge watched both seasons of Stranger Things?
I think I watched the first one twice, and I've only seen the second one once.
I've seen season 1 once, and I saw season 2 twice. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you again.
Hello.
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 I have a question. When did you both first realize you wanted to get into acting?
Listen, I started dancing on the top of my staircase when I was like 4 years old, and my mom thought I had ADHD before that was even a thing. So I feel like I've always wanted to entertain, and people knew that about me. They just didn't know what to do with me. So they put me into dance classes, and then one summer when I was 12 years old, I experienced my very first like musical theater summer camp, and I realized that I really enjoyed like the acting side of it, like just kind of being over the top and characterized, I guess. I don't know if that's a great way to explain it. Just being a character, I like to do that. I sang too, but I didn't really take that seriously. That's just something I do as a hobby. But yeah, I think that's where I found my love for acting, and I was about 12 when that happened.
Okay, I remember the exact moment. I was going to. I remember the moment I wanted to become an actor professionally, and I had no doubt. Like it was the moment I realized I have no doubt, and nothing ever in this universe will stop me from getting where I want. To connect to people. I was standing on stage. I was actually going to school to be a doctor. I was going to be a cardiovascular surgeon, and I had got accepted into medical school in Nicaragua. And I was also in theater at the time. And my director, the same one that wrote my name on the board, it was my about sophomore year in high school. And he said, "You want to be a doctor?" And I said, "Yes." He goes, "Why do you want to be a doctor?" I said, "I want to help people. I want to save people's lives." He said, "What we do here is ephemeral. It's for a moment and then it's gone. How do you know that as an actor, you wouldn't save more lives than if you were to be a doctor? Because instead of healing you physically, you're healing the minds and the hearts of people all over the world." And so I became a different type of doctor. Thank you.
It's very deep.
What scene from Othello was that? Do you remember?
I don't remember. I don't really remember at the time. I mean, it was ages ago.
Was it Iago?
I believe. No, I don't. It seems like a total blur. I just remember the afterwards. I just remember the afterwards and how I was really in it, and I was like line, but I was like line, and I was like really in it, and then we never touched Othello again.
Yeah.
Believe it or not, we never went back to Shakespeare. We went to like David Mamet and that different realm, Uta Hagen and Stella Adler and all that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All that stuff. Yeah, lady.
Hello. What was your first audition for?
My first audition that I booked, or that I just that I booked, it would probably be the one in theater that I was telling you about. But I think professionally, it was probably in my first 3 auditions I ever had, because where I lived at the time in Texas, there wasn't a lot of work. So I had to drive from Dallas to Austin 5 hours every time I wanted to audition. And that was not very, that was as many times as I could do it. And I got this audition for a movie called Believe Me. And I went down to Austin and I stayed with one of my friends, and she helped me with my audition, and I booked it. I booked the movie, and it was so funny how it happened, because it was also because of my music. The directors were actually fans of the music part of me, and so they gave me a shot. It takes that one person to give you a shot to understand that it's possible. And you never know, because when you rise to the occasion, everybody looks good, and everybody can do it. So it's very important. It's very important to remember that that even if you're, Al Pacino, right? Even if you're Al Pacino, they still do the same work as we do every day at home, working. So that first audition was really special to me.
So my first, just audition period was when I was 12 years old, and it was for a musical theater original show by a man named Steve McKinnon, who I'm still in contact with today. He will be playing piano at my wedding probably someday. And he was our musical director as well. And it was my first audition, and it was my first booking. And I made a whopping $300 for 2 months of work. And I thought, at 12 years old, oh my God, I've made it big. I did it. But my first, legit project that I auditioned for and booked was Stranger Things.
That's very cool. So your batting average is strong.
So what?
Your batting average is very strong.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like,
Yeah.
it's awesome.
Thank you.
I actually don't have a question this time. I just want to thank you so much for being here and bringing so much positive enthusiasm and encouragement to this room. Thank you, and you did too.
Yeah, absolutely.
Who doesn't love 80s music? Come on! That's awesome.
That's actually a good point. Well, we're just about at time anyway. So,
all right.
Yeah. What's on the horizon that you guys can share with us that we should know about?
Oh, what? Sorry?
What's on the horizon any projects on the horizon to share with us?
Nothing that I can freely speak about at the moment, but I can say I'm currently in Orlando, Florida, so I'm a Florida native, and I'm going to be doing the Orlando Fringe Festival, which is an international festival, actually. But it's a pretty big deal in Orlando, and so I'm going to be going back to my roots and doing a stage play. It's called Flip. If you guys are in Orlando, May 15th through the 28th, it'll run for about 2 weeks, and I'm playing the lead, so that'll be fun.
Which venue? Do you know yet?
Yeah, I do. It's the yellow venue in the Shakes. It's the very back. It's at the Shakespeare Theater is what we're talking about. He obviously knows what I'm talking about.
I'm from Orlando as well too, and I would tell everybody that come on down for one night. You can see up to about 5 different independent theaters productions, everything from improv to dramedy to anything in between. It's all homegrown
Risque,
stuff.
anything you want, really.
It's fantastic.
And they have a whole, lawn out there with beer tents and liquor and things for kids to do, and it's an all-day thing for 2 weeks, and it's a lot of fun. And if you want to come support and come hang out, it's going to be a really intimate venue, which is nice. So you'll be real up and close and personal with me for a night.
Look forward to that. And what about you, young man? What you got?
All right, guys. So I'm very excited to tell you, I now star in my own Hulu comedy series, which is coming out this summer. It's called All Night. It's going to be fantastic. I can't wait for you guys to see it. And then I have a few movies coming to theaters. I have starring The Monster Party, which is amazing. Some of the guys from The Wire, Julian McMahon is in it with me, and Robin Tunney from The Craft stars in it with me.
Oh my gosh, I love that movie. It's so old. That's a throwback.
And then, The Party Crasher is also hitting theaters this year, and it is like a horror / comedy. It's like Project X meets Blair Witch Project.
All right.
So that's fantastic. And then I have something that I'm filming at the moment. I'm actually taking this weekend here, and then I'm going back to filming this very, very eerie series. It's really cool, really scary, and it has a lot to do with the fear of the unknown. And it takes a lot to get me scared, and I was reading the script for the first time, and I was like, wow, yes, I want to do it. They called me and asked me, actually, if I wanted to do the film, and the show, and I said, let me read it, and I read it, and I said, hell yes. And it was awesome, so we finished that next week. So, I can't say the name of it, but it will be on my Instagram. If you guys aren't already following me, you should do that.
And one more time, your social media outlets.
Yeah, I was gonna say anything that we're talking about or like promoting will definitely be on Instagram. For me is my main social media platform. Twitter is a close second, and then Facebook is like definitely like kind of dying out on me. Sorry, but it's all at Chelsea Talmadge. So as long as you can spell my name, you'll find it.
And you'll be with us tomorrow as well too. So if you're joining us tomorrow, obviously we're going to be doing this again tomorrow from 3 to 3:45. And in the meantime, though, they'll be at their tables. Swing on by. You got a question? Grab an autograph. Get yourself a scribble.
Yeah.
A round of applause. He's amazing.